think I popped the hat. But that's okay, because what this video is about is me going to be 20 years old. Hello YouTube! Welcome back to my corner of the internet. If you're new here, welcome to my corner of the internet. I'm Gina, and for today's video, it's more going to be like a documentary video for myself. Today's the last day that I'm going to be 19, because when I'm uploading this video, I'm going to already be 20 years old. That's insane. 20, 2 decades. Ugh, wow. And what I want to do with this video is for it to be something that I can look back on and for me to reflect from the past 19 years of experience that I've had. And so this will just be about, okay, this is what I've learned in the past 19 years as I'm about to start my 20th cycle. So, okay, let's get started. I think the first thing that I want to mention is that I feel very content and at peace with myself on where I am right now. Very hard the past few years especially to get so much done, and I feel like the start of my 20th year should be taken in a more relaxful style, and I'm okay with it. If you were to ask me that early on, I would have said no, because I'm someone who always wants to be on the grind. I always want to be doing something. But I've started to realize, especially at the end of this year, how important it is to take time for yourself and to really figure out who you are, what you want, and what makes you happy. So that's something that I'm striving to do more of during this next chapter. It's not about doing busy work anymore. What do I want to get done? What do I want to accomplish? It's more about guiding myself. I know what's best for me, and I need to start realizing that, and I need to start understanding and focusing on my intuition, guiding me and showing me that these things are happening for a reason, and it's not just a coincidence when I've just stated it. It's meant to be, and if it's not meant to be, then it wouldn't have happened. So that's my biggest thing that I've learned, is to really take time for myself and to understand that I'm still a kid. I'm still a child in a lot of ways. It's something that I've just actually recently talked to a friend about, is that we're still kids, and everything that I've done is great. I need to take a step back though to realize that I'm still a child, and I'm still getting these opportunities to still be a kid and still to live freely. And that's something I really need to appreciate. Next thing that I've learned is that happiness is a concept that we're all trying to achieve. And I feel like pursuit of happiness is where we will really find the pride and joy. Because obviously when you get to your destination, no matter where you're going for example, let's talk about my college. I started out going to Sierra with an idea in mind, and I graduated 2.5 years later with a different idea. And I'm happy, I'm so thankful I did it. But it was the pursuit, I'm starting to realize looking back on, is what really made that challenge worth continuing. To know that I'm going to get a degree that's going to last with me for life is really what it comes down to. No matter how hard it took or some of the things that happened, I did it. And that pursuit of happiness is really what's going to make me remember. But a lot of things that happened, because that's what we're striving for, is to find that ultimate enjoyment. So for the third thing I want to mention is letting go. And I think that's something that's really been difficult for me, especially because I like to have consistency in my life. I really like things to stay the same. I'm not really somebody who likes to go out of her bubble. And so letting go has been something that's a little bit difficult for me to do, but I'm doing it. Whether it's friends or different styles of work ethic or the way I go about things. It's just, I'm trying to change it up a bit and trying to really focus on what makes me happy and what makes me want to keep pursuing these relationships or this work style or these goals that I have set for me. And knowing that it's okay to let go is a huge relief, a huge refresher for me, because that's one less thing I have to think about. It's one less thing I have to joggle around in my mind. And I'm actually pretty content with the idea of small groups, smaller quantities, because I'm starting to realize it brings more intimacy, more genuine connection, more authenticity. And it really lets me have that one-on-one time with somebody or with myself or doing something to really show what I'm all about and what is that thing that I'm doing is all about, or who are these people that I'm connecting with and what are they all about. And so that's something that's been huge for me. I really have cut down my circle of friends, and I think that's fine because the people that I do spend a lot of time with, I can call them genuine friends. I know that I'm feeling these moments with an authentic type of emotion. And to me, that means so much more. That means a lot to me because I don't have to play a part. I know with some people I hung around with, I just felt that I had to be a certain way in order to be one with the group. And that's not fun. That's not fun for anyone. So taking this time to really realize, okay, you get to choose who you want to be with has brought in a lot of understanding, a lot of committing, especially for myself, to be more out there and to try more things. So I think that's something that I'm excited to expand on more in my 20s, to really hone down on valuing each moment with more passion and more pride and more emotions, really going deep into what I'm actually committing my time to now, instead of just doing this and doing that, doing that. I'm picking and choosing where I really want to be, whether work-wise, friend-wise, or even myself. So finally, the last thing that I want to say that I've really started to realize is that I'm in control of where my outcome lies. I realized, especially with college, that where I started out with, I wasn't truly enjoying it. Of course, I really love what I wanted to pursue. I really wanted to be in that work field, but the journey to get there wasn't something that I felt was entirely me. And so I took an alternative route that I really didn't imagine myself doing. It was like going into an unknown world, which is fine, because now I've gotten that type of degree and I've learned and realized that change is necessary to make sure that I'm feeling whole, that I'm feeling united with myself. And because of that step into a different direction, I now have my own chance of making other people happy and feeling appreciative and continuously finding their own form of self-love. I'm a photographer, in case you didn't know. And so that really bounced back up when I made that career change. And I'm starting to realize, okay, I love this so much and I want to pursue it more, but I want to take it into an entirely different field of it, because now I want to jump back into what I originally went to college for, but take it into a whole different realm, which I'll mention probably later on, because I'm still trying to figure it out before I start speaking about it. Because I realize is that everything you say, it can, or most likely will, become a reality. And so those are the biggest things that I really want to put out there as my goodbye teen years, because I'm on to a new chapter. I'm ready to refresh. have a new mindset for me turning 20, because that's a big thing. Being 20 is a huge thing. And one little side note I want to put in is when my friends or anyone who's about to be 19, the way I like to think of it, the way I chose to think about this past year is as a transitional period, because turning 18 is a huge thing. You aren't a kid anymore. You're now an adult. But it's not until 2 years afterwards that you will become 20. So what are you going to do with your 19th year? I like to call it your transitional year. I like to call it the year where you really try to transition from, okay, I'm 18, just became an adult, to 20. You're an adult, if you know what I mean. So I like to think of this time period as a trial and error. I'm transitioning into this next stage of my life, and to really reflect and visualize and understand everything that happened, because everything happens for a reason. These are all small moments that are going to build up to one huge monumental moment at the end. And the way I like to envision it is, my monumental moment is age 20. So from 18 to 20, let me look at all the small things that have happened to make me who I am, or who I will be tomorrow. Because when I'm filming this, this is the day before my birthday. So, and when I'm posting this, it's going to be a few days after my birthday. So that's really what I just wanted to create this video for, is more of a documentary type video for me to reflect and look back at 19-year-old Gina and say, okay, she's gone through this and I can do this again, or I can do this again in a better way, or oh my gosh, she's just a child. She doesn't understand what she will be going through in the next few years or the next few months, or whenever I look back on this video. So that's really what I just wanted to create, is something for me to look back on and for you guys to learn something. I hope my little ramble was knowledgeable in some ways. You guys got something out of it, something that you guys can learn and put out there for yourselves, and try to make those small adjustments. You don't know, it might work well for you, or you might have done it and realized, oh my gosh, look at, I figured this part out of who I am. But I need to do it a little differently to make it more authentically myself. So whatever works for you. I want you guys to be happy. I want you guys to ring in the new 2020 year with a lot of high spirits and high emotions, because this is going to be a roller coaster. And it's like what I've been posting on my Instagram. I really think that 2020 is the year of entrepreneurial spirit. So start your own thing, do your own thing. You are you, you know you best, and do what makes you happy. Do what makes you thrive and want to wake up every day. So thank you all for watching. Peace out and stay sunny, y'all.